Welcome back to another challenge run in Caves of Cud, and by popular demand, it's going to be a pacifist run. So this is obviously going to be quite challenging. We'll go classic mode. We're going to do a mutant because we're going to use some particular mutations to make this much more feasible. The debate of the starting background, I think, is between Pilgrim, Scholar, and Tinker. So it's going to be a willpower-based build to get cooldowns on our mutations. It's also going to be heavy in wayfaring because the only two ways that I can think of to level up if you're not able to kill enemies is via wayfaring, which is both finding unique locations which are worth XP and then turning in the books for XP. There's also the Respeth secrets that give you XP, and otherwise it's completing quests. So that's why Pilgrim is good. We do want to go into a little bit of tinkering, probably Tinker 2, which, although not necessary, is going to give us some benefits. We're probably going to rely somewhat on grenades, the freezing, the stasis grenades, the things that don't do damage, but have some nice crowd control effects. So this could be quite good. And then Tinker, oh yeah, the other way around, Tinker for that. And then Scholar comes with wilderness lore, harvestry tactics, like some things that are easy, good early, and it's got a mixture of the tinkering based skills and wayfaring. So it's kind of somewhere between Pilgrim and Tinker, actually. So I don't know how much it really matters, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to go with this one. And yeah, that'll work. Okay, so the mutations that we're getting are going to be Force Bubble, because that keeps us safe, lets us run away, go back to the overworld map, and so on. Space-time Vortex is key here because this is the only way to get enemies off the map, other than pushing them around with Force Bubble. This is going to be my answer for the one quest. I think there's only one quest where you actually have to get enemies off the map, and this is the best way to do it, probably. It also allows us to dive into historic sites and things like that, where just running past enemies is not very feasible because some of those have really tight corridors and so on. And so, shooting space-time vortex at them can get them off the map without killing them, notably, or doing damage. So those are the things we're trying to avoid. Let's see. The other things we could look at are time dilation, which gives us the quickness. Gives us relatively more quickness by penalizing our enemies' quickness, which makes things safer for us. We could also go with precognition, which kind of gives us extra shots at getting it right when we mess up. In the physical mutations, I was considering phasing to walk through walls, walk through, other things that might be problematic for us. I think that's probably a pretty good idea. We don't really want to be just Esper here because phasing is good, wings are good. Anything that makes us run faster, like the multiple legs, is good. And then what defect could we get? Because we've got 5 more points here. So I could get phasing and I'd like to get precognition, which I need 8 for. So I need 3 more points. So let's see what we could do. Myopic seems fine because we're not being a ranged class. We're just kind of manipulating our immediate environment. So this is possible. Amphibious. Requires 2/3 more water than usual. It's probably fine. It doesn't seem like a big deal, really. As compared to the mental deficits, we don't want to lose like our helm slot, for instance, with the migraines. We don't want to fall asleep. Evil Twin is really bad. Blinking Twitch is bad. Twitch is bad. What is it? Blinking Tick is bad. So we've kind of got spontaneous combustion. We're not doing myopic. Yeah, so I think it's amphibious. I guess we're a frog now. So we drink more water. This makes, this actually pairs really well with our willpower based skills because we can cut down the amount of drinking and eating we need to do early on in the game, actually. So this, I think we can neutralize this basically with skills, which is good because we're going to go high intelligence, and so that'll work. So then we'll pick up phasing and we'll pick up precognition. And that's all of our points. So I don't think we need any of the 1-pointers for any reason, because I could get a -4 instead of -3 to pick up a 1-pointer. I don't think there's anything here that really is important for our character. Again, we can use torches until we get glow spheres because we don't need the range. Okay, so let's roll with this. I think this will be fine. Like I say, we're going int and willpower primarily. But as usual, I'm going to start off at 16 on everything. And then we'll see what we got left. So we got 10 points left. I would like I like Tinkering 2 at 23. More willpower. We're just kind of like putting everything else into willpower the whole game. Ego. I don't think we really need early. We want to keep our glimmer down so that we don't get invaded a bunch. But ego does help with our mutations, pairing it with willpower. So we also want a bit of agility, but I don't think I'm going to put points into it. If we can get to 19 agility, that will be nice, but not as good as having more ego and willpower. So I guess these just stay baseline. I'm going to take int up to +1. Then at level 3, we'll get more of that. 20 willpower. Is that where we want to be? And then we could go 18 ego. So it boosts our skills by 1, our mutations, mental mutations, and then high willpower, and then the int. And we're putting our first points. Actually, let's see here. So level 3 gets us to 19. Level 6 gets us to 20. 9 is 21. And then 12 is 22. Which puts us 1 point off of Tinker 2. And that's all of our points going into int rather than willpower. Maybe we only want level 1 tinkering, actually, and just get the baseline stuff. I don't think we need anything to win this challenge other than our mutations, basically. So cooldown and power are the most important there. So we're going to go 18 int, and we're going to leave it. So at level 6, it hits 19, we get Tinker 1. And everything else goes into willpower from here on out. I think that's the way. We're going to give it a shot. So here's our build. Scholar, mutant, with heavy willpower and a bit of intelligence and ego. We are a frog, we phase, we have force bubble, precognition, and space-time vortex. Notably nothing that does any damage to anybody. And that's the game plan here, is that we're going to go through the game, and not only are we going to try not to kill anybody, we're not going to try to hurt anybody either. And we're not going to use allies to do our dirty work for us. We're not going to use the bears in that quest where you could use the bears to kill things. We're not going to do that. We're going to try to find ways to preserve all life around us. Let's see how we go. What should we call this character? Is he kind of a monk type character almost, like a space-time monk? How's that? The space-time monk. Um, I think I'm gonna go Jopa. I usually do, and the thing is that this is challenging enough, probably. I always say that. I know I do, but let's start in Joppa. So here we are. Um, Start off with our basic quests. And let's see, disliked by some random village, whatever that is, a cult probably, and another random village, so that's fine. Go ahead and water ritual you. Name our staff already? Sure. Desiccated Mace of Joppa, sure. Looks great. I will make the journey. And you are admired. Excellent. And what's your deal? Disliked by bears, hated by hermits, and hated by flowers. Oof. Is that really bad? It's kind of bad. I don't want flowers to be angry at me, right? Hermits aren't good either for leading a raiding party on one of their camps. Okay. Bears already don't like me. You know what? We're just going to do it. Let's see what we get. So we're still okay with hermits. We're really close there, and we're still okay with flowers. So we just don't want to lose any more reputation. Okay, so actually, I think we already have. Let's look at our skills first before anything else. We already came with Harvestry. We have Tactful, which means we're getting bonus rep when doing Water Ritual. These things I never use. Hurdle's good. Gadget Inspector is useful. I think we'll be laying mines, freezing mines and such later on, so we can pick that up. We start with jungles and ruins, so not optimal. We wanted marshes. That'll be the first thing we pick up, I think. Okay, and that's it. We'll be getting some endurance-based skills and some self-discipline-based skills. Fasting away, hunger and thirst at 1/2 the normal rate. 1/2 the normal rate, but I'm not currently at the normal rate. So is this 1/2 of my current rate, or does it reset me to 1/2 the normal rate? I don't know how that interaction works. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll let you know when I find out. Probably get a little shield at some point too. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Here we are. So 500 round cooldown on this and this. 100 round cooldown on that. So we don't have any cooldown reduction as of yet from Will. That's noticeable at least. But when we level up, we'll get more. So we start with an odd trinket. Let's examine it. The Gyre Iron. So we can trade that in. A couple books. Toolkit. Some water. And, we're getting rid of this. We're not hitting anybody with anything at any point is the game plan. And then we can quickly look at our loot that we can steal. Oh, that's not a good find. That's pretty unlucky. What's this? Acid. I mean, maybe that's useful at some point. What do you have? Glow sphere? Could solve that problem right now. It's not a bad idea. It's also got shields. We don't have a lot of stuff worth money. I changed my mind. Never mind. I have some good books here that are worth money. This one's written by Q Girl. We'll do these quests real quick. Give him the Gyre Iron. Now, of course, I don't have another knickknack to give him. So I can't see what his inventory is. This is a bit of a waste of money right now, if I'm honest. But getting to a glow sphere early in the game is going to be pretty tricky, actually. So I think we're going to do that, and I think we're going to try to grab this iron buckler as well. And we'll just trade this book in. Keep our other book. That should be all right. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Up our defenses a bit. We only have 1 AV and 3 DV, so we are quite weak as it stands. Is this better than what we have on? What do we have on? Yes, slightly better. Cool. 5 DV. That's not nothing. Hey, there's a knickknack. Let's see what it is. Something good? Thermal grenade? Yeah, we can give that to him. We don't need that. Level 2, hooray. Should have done that first so I could look at his inventory. That was a mistake, but oh well. Hey, look at that. New secret for XP. We've got sleep gas grenade could be useful, but I didn't have enough money for that anyway. So, okay, we didn't miss out on anything there. We'll just go up here and we'll grab this other secret, which is a historic site, as always. And we'll mark it in the journal. And this is our starting setup. So let us see. We've got 1 mutation point. Force bubble now went to 2. Everything went to 2 based on our ego. 16 rounds. I get 3 rounds out of this, but with this one, I get 50 rounds of cooldown per level, which seems really good. This, I get 1 more round per level in phasing. So currently thinking I want to get space-time vortex up high and use that often. At the same time, I want to be careful because I don't want to get into my own space-time vortex until I get the recoiler. So maybe I'll just hang on to that for now. And we're going to go straight over here and we're going to get Mind's Compass. Oh, I can't do it. I got to level up 1 more time. Okay, well, that's tricky. So got to get some XP without killing anything. So I think the game plan now is to progress these quests a little bit. We only need like, what, 280 XP to get to the next level, which hopefully lets us get Mind's Compass. So we're going to go to Red Rocks first. I'm traveling overworld as little as possible, I think. Down to Joppa. What's our water like now? 96. That's fine. They gave me a little bit of XP. I could complete the Red Rocks quest if I can get there. Not the Red Rocks quest, the Rustwells quest if I can get there. I'm worried about getting lost. What do we think? Can I get over here and get back? Because if we get lost in these areas, it's really, really dangerous. So what are my other options? Historic site? Let's try that. 250, which gives me my level. Nice. 82 skill points. Is that going to be enough? Giant centipede corpse. There's one of these guys. Seed sprout worms. So let's see. Do we have enough? We want Mind's Compass. And then we want the marshes. Perfect. So now that's enough to wayfare in the marshes. until we level up enough to get canyons, which takes us over to the quest for rust wells. So we're just going to bail from this, step back down here to the marshes, and immediately get lost somehow. Great. Shouldn't be a problem though. I'm just going to go this way. Regain bearings. Pop the force bubble and go to the overworld. Okay, so we're going to start here. And we're going to look for the wings, I guess, first while we do our wayfaring quests. Whenever a croc is chasing us, we'll just have a look around for glow pads who will fight the croc for us, or at least distract it long enough we can run away. That's kind of the idea. This is relatively fast usually when it's daytime, much less so when it's night. But having the force bubble online at this point makes this really quick and easy because we can just bail. Here we have slime marsh, kind of interesting. Try not to get one shot here at 21 HP. I don't think we can. Slimy, rusty salt marsh, in fact. I would call this a notable location potentially because there's a lot of trash here. You discover a lair. Cool. So we might come back to this. Legendary glowfish lair. We're still in a rusty salt marsh here. So we'll basically just come back to this area at some point. Did I already do this centerpiece here? Ooh, looky here. Another rusty area with tons of rubbish. Let's go ahead and mark this one in my journal. Rusted. Mark that on the map. Come back later with Scavenger online. Discovered a ruins just by chance. Let the croc and the skunk fight it out. Now this guy, let's see if I space-time vortex him. That did not work how I wanted it to. Go ahead and hit precognition and just kind of, well, I'll just grab this water. Now, of course, my bubble is offline for a few more turns, so I just got to run. Worst case here, I have phase. Okay, we got out. Found ruins on the way. We'll check this. A ruin with some books. You'd love to see it. There's a historic site. That's always good. There's a ruins. Oh, wow, that's in the middle of some mountains all the way on the other side of the map, so we won't be finding that most likely. I think I was going this way, wasn't I? There's a down stairwell. Probably not of any interest to us. Forgotten Ruins again. Books. Okay, not much. Croc. Got a bunch of glow pads over here, though. Well, then come on. Let's see. Maybe I'll just force bubble and bail and then come back and go this way. Here's a settlement. Those are always good to find. With a random croc in it? Why? Yeah, that's it. Go die to a glow pad. That seems fantastic. Okay, there's nobody here. Lame. Plus 12% max HP is okay. Wow. It's just filled with bugs. It's almost like the croc killed everybody. Our current wayfaring route has been uneventful. There's a croc again. Okay, draw this croc out and then maybe space-time vortex. Let's see. I was kind of hoping that he'd go fight fish, and he is, but they didn't kill him. Anything else of interest? Doesn't look like it. Did I already see the center of this map? No? Okay, let's try to aim this again. Put it about right there. Oh, I missed. Did he go? Yes. Nice. So we've got some mechamists over here, it looks like. We have we've got a loved by mechamist, disliked by fish, hated by some cult. So this is perfect. Water ritual hymn. Share some of our secret locations, and we're almost good enough rep for the Bethesda Sousa quest later on. So that's pretty cool. We'll get the rest from the 6-day stilt, of course. This guy has an assortment of injectors. Which we cannot identify, unfortunately. Let's see if we have anything of any value to give him. I'm going to assume that's a chair. Sure looks like a chair, but that's the same symbol as Oh, it's only 1 pound. Has to be a chair. Okay. I was going to say same symbol as the rocket launcher, but it's not that. We can get rid of these torches. Sure, have a mushroom. That gets us 1. Which color should we pick? I mean, this gold flecked one is probably nectar. Maybe. Do I want to gamble on it with my books, though? Probably not. Let's grab this one. See what we got. There's a chair. That's a love injector. Okay. We might find some use out of that. Oh, looks like one of these guys died here and there. And actually, there was some other stuff on the ground here. Are they scavenging for me, basically, and leaving these laying around? They are. That's cool. Okay. Um, Let me see. What can I equip? Put a hat on. Don't have anything else it doesn't look like. What shoes do I have? Leather moccasins, which are useless. They're giving me no stats. Sandals are also useless, but okay. So get rid of all that stuff. Torches, copper nugget, chair. We have 230 water now. Do I do it? Do I gamble on this? I have a good feeling about it, given its value and everything. You know, I'm going to do it. Yep, I was right. Eater's nectar injector. Bam. Nice. So this will give us either a mutation point or a random attribute bonus. And since we have, we're going to save it, of course, because since we have precognition, if we ever decide to buy a mutation with our points and don't like what we get, we can re-roll it using the nectar injector and trying again. So this could also be a nice target for any metamorphic polygel that we find. So that's a pretty good pickup. Yeah, this was a good location here. So we'll come back. We'll mark this on our map. We'll call it injectors for sale. And we'll just check this periodically. Okay. Apparently I didn't check this row. How did I skip it? I checked this one. No? I don't know. Somehow I skipped some of this. I got this one though. So we did this. Yep. So we must be up here. Come on, wings. I know you're around here somewhere. Okay, we're hungry and we have 40 water left. Got to keep an eye on that. What do we have here? Mechamists again? Yeah. Don't run away. Let's have a look at you. Oh, Bartholomites, right. Admired by Mopango, that's nice. Hated by unshelled reptiles, kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I can't do the water ritual anyway right now. This guy sells data disks, which is pretty cool. Stasis grenade would be all right for us, but otherwise we don't really need anything right now. We'll mark it in our journal as mech tinker has rep, oil rep. So we can come back to that. Croc, let's see if we can hit him with this. Oh, come on, he stepped right through it. Did it disappear? Shoot. Okay, we'll go over here by the fish, and they'll fight him off for me. Whoops. Oh, he cracked my tunic. Would you go away, sir? I don't want to play. I'm just going to phase out. Use the fish to scare him off. Just looking for the flattened remains right now. Kind of saving my force bubble so that I can do this and get back to the map. Down to 37, 36 water. Here we go. Boy, it was about the last place we looked. Alrighty. Advanced toolkit's a big pickup too. I like seeing that. 60 on there. And let's see if we can examine these. Oh no, we got to repair them first? How does this work? I forget. Whatever they are, they're broken. So I've got to go get them repaired, which I can't do. Spiked gauntlets for a little more armor. Okay. Back to Joppa. Get these repaired. Ooh, there's electromagnetically shielded. Do I really need that in this run? I don't know. Anti-gravity boots would be nice, but they're Tinker 3. Probably not going to happen. Portable wall is interesting. That could certainly be useful. Long story short, I don't have enough money for basically any of this, except electromagnetically shielded. What could I use this for? I'm relying on the mutation force bubble, so I don't need it for that. And I'm not using any weapons. What am I putting a battery in? Like a point defense drone or something, maybe? I don't know. That seems kind of unlikely. Identify for 3 drams. I can probably do that myself, right? Let's see how much money I have. Some honey. Get rid of the basic toolkit. I need to power that advanced toolkit. Yeah, I'm just not going to right now. Let's go over here and sit on a chair and identify these. Yes. Mechanical wings equipped. Nice. Okay, we can fly. We have 3 AV, 3 DV. We'll go eat this to preserve our water a bit. Thirst at half rate, because we are running low. Let's see. Nothing of any interest here. We'll just sell more junk. And sure. Is that a battery? It probably is. But I'm not going to risk it right now when I'm lowish on water. So I didn't level up through all that. I was kind of hoping that I might. Let's bring this up here. Seems good. So do I keep going? This is awkward. But we do have wings now and force bubble. Knocked prone. Go ahead and do precog. And then I'm going to do space-time vortex on this guy. Nope, that didn't work. Just going to start sprinting. Ooh, okay, so this has some cybernetics up here. So, for better or worse, this is worth returning to. Whoops, hello. Turn on the wings and fly. What if we led them off this direction? Space-time still has a long time to cool down. Oh, here's a chest up here. This place is just littered with snapjaws. Go ahead and take that water skin while I'm here. Basically, I'm trying to lose them, and I think I have, more or less. Oh, I see an artifact over here with an archer and a chest, and I really want this because it's worth money. So space time's off, force bubble's on, phase is on, wings are on, sprint is on. Grab it and phase through here, which means that I lose him. There's a legendary Snapjaw. Hated by flowers, loved by Snapjaws. I really want to get down in here in this stuff. Let's see. I know I'm playing with fire here. I'm going to... No, I can't sprint. Now I can. That Snapjaw that was in my way just got taken out by a um, fly, dragonfly. What's in here? Ishikar rifle. Yes, please. I can disassemble that at least. What we got here? Ooh. I'm just going to take one thing because I don't want him catching up to me. Now I'm going to fly. Oh, knocked prone right there. Okay, that's not good. 6. Got a couple turns left of this, and we're going to bail. Okay, I think I got everything out of that I needed. At least most of it. So let's come over here, have a seat in this guy's chair, have a look at these artifacts. So, charging strike, I don't think that's worth anything. Freezing metal chair, great. Okay, we can drop this. Got a shawl. This is good. Cold resistance. So there's 10 of our necessary 15, I think. This guy didn't replace his inventory, no. But I'm going to go for that battery. Well, I hope it's a battery. Let's find out. Get this odd trinket. I think I broke it. Shoot, should have been sitting in that chair. So repair for 5 drams. Identify for 3 drams, sure. It's a compass bracelet. Not terrible. Not what I wanted, but I'm actually sitting here on 2 mutation points and 1 attribute point. So I think space-time vortex is obviously the solution here because it goes down by 50 rounds on cooldown every time. I can't advance it yet because I'm level 3. Right, okay. So I could actually only advance phasing right now. So I'm not going to do that, I don't think. Nah. Do we get willpower like I planned to do? I think so. Willpower to 21. Let's see. I'm not seeing an effect right now on the cooldown. I don't usually do willpower builds, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. Some more ruins. What am I doing right now? I'm looking mostly for layers, I guess, to give me XP or other villages to give me quests. Books are always good too, of course, but they're not immediately going to give me more XP until we get more wayfaring. Is that miner just going to kill me if I go this direction? Oh, lots of books. They're fungicide miners. That's no bother. There's some enemies and there's a croc. So force bubble and leave. There's a lair. Hopefully it's a good one. Shotgunner, 75 XP. Okay. We'll just go ahead and check these last 2 salt marsh tiles. Hostiles nearby, it says. Okay, well, let's fly. Discover some ruins. It's a cybernetics ruin. With a croc. I think those flies will fight the croc, right? Maybe not. Hit him with the space-time vortex. No? Okay. Those things are not very accurate, are they? Let's go get our loot. Beat this with my bare hands, or maybe it's with my glow sphere or something. Why am I doing this? I have phasing. A injector of some kind. $45 water left. Go ahead and eat this. Make us thirst less. Just trying to be efficient if I can. That's a salve injector. That's a big one. Anomaly fumigator might be worth some money. Acid grenade. Cool. And everybody restocked here as well. Stun gas grenade. Not the best option. You have a battery for me this time? 595. That's not a battery. I don't know what that is. Got some engraved stuff here with secrets. There's a helm. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Looks like the only thing I want is the helm. Get rid of the fumigator. Acid grenade. Short bow. It's all fine. Some of these chairs. That'll give me a little extra water. Boy, we're about there. I guess with my defenses, I could just go for the 6-day still. I've been playing it really, really safe. So we're going to fly and we're going to try to get there. There we are. We're lost. Ishikar. We'll go ahead and eat something here as well. We'll eat some. Oh, yeah, I can't choose my meals yet. I don't have that skill. Hey, Dromad Caravan. There's Ishikar Banner. That could be useful. I could gamble on these. What do I have that's worth money? Books? That's not great. Nuggets? This isn't a battery at 23. Batteries are usually in the like 60 range, 59, 60 range. But okay, I'll mark this in my log. Oh, it's already marked. Cool. Put my helmet on because I forgot to do that, which takes me up to 5 AV. It's pretty good. Much better than before. Ruins. Ruins with dragons. Dipping out. Okay, we made it. 1500 XP, couple levels. Excited state. Would you like to spend 4 mutation points before rapidly mutating? No, because we're putting this into phasing. Boop. Nice. So phasing is now level 3, technically, but it's capped, so it'll keep going up. We'll have 9 or 10 rounds, so that's pretty good. And we got our skills, so we can now do more wilderness lore, probably. That was the original plan. Fasting Way is big here too, but I don't know. I'm not feeling too pressed on water yet, actually. Scavenger is a big pickup as well. So I guess what I'm thinking is Scavenger plus Salt Dunes? No, I can't do it. I need one more level. Okay, let's turn in books and secrets and all the rest. We'll go from there. We'll do the Baylock quest because doing some of the quests down there can give you loot and a random assortment of loot. So it's definitely worth doing. Sweet. Go talk to this dude. Hated by vines? I think that's okay. Three secrets to turn in. 1700 experience. That's sweet. I wanted to talk to the warden, but he's running away from me. Raising hedonist. We don't need to do that. Okay, what did we have here? Haberdasher, Kipper, got a cloak. Nothing else we want. There's a historic site with a special item. So that's a double special item location. We don't need Gutsmonger. We're a mutant. Picker Merchant. Nothing of interest. Kipper might have some bananas. Would be good. No dice. A shoemaker. Let's see. I can do chain boots, probably. I don't have any boots on, right? No. Let's check the other one. Chain boots again. Or a weird artifact for 59. Yeah, give it to me. Feel like gambling, I guess. Should we sit? Should we be safe? There's nowhere to sit here on this map. Carrying on. We've got a chef who may have some bananas. Nope. There's a schematics drafter. That's a big pickup. Um, Eater's Nectar Injector there. Sleep Grenade, Stasis Grenade. Both of those are interesting to us. Not as interesting as Freeze, though, I think. Might as well save myself for Freeze. Still no bananas. See what the Hatter has. Anything? Chain Coif is actually better than what I have on, but only slightly. Sturdy Ape Hat gives cold resistance, but it's expensive. Woolly Leather Hat's actually the same. Oh no, it's not quite. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? 1,500 drams. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Famished already. How about this guy? Loved by Gyre Whites. Hated by the Gersh? How is that possible? I mean, technically it's a different faction, but don't the Gyre Whites worship the Gersh? Okay, sorry, I got pulled away there quickly. I was in the middle of talking about this Gyre White here. But I don't see any reason to. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if the Gersh hate us. If I got favorable with this guy, these guys, then I could find the locations of the Gersh. But that's not what we're doing in this run, I guess. So I don't think it serves any purpose for us. Ah, yes, we can't identify any of this. And we really only want the freeze grenade from this guy, so that's kind of not useful. The shoemaker, see if we find anything good here. Eh. There's a chef. One more check for bananas. No dice. Grenadier is going to have a bunch of stuff we can't identify. Okay. Well, let's go level up a little bit more. and get some more rep with the Mechamists. So that'll take us over 250. What do you mean? I just came from there. Okay, what's his deal? Disliked by the Merchants Guild? That's no fun. I really don't want to have them upset with me. They're at 0. It's fine. 350 on that. Give them a bit more. Now I'm up to 450. Chrome Mantle is pretty good. It would solve my cold resistance. Oh, no, it wouldn't. I need 15. I only have the one back slot item still. Okay, well, that's useless then. Sheba is a mimic. All right, we do have a bunch of books. Level 7, level 8. All right, we're doing pretty well here. Oh, what's this? Why? Arconaut with a random fighting the warden randomly? Okay. Did you drop anything good? Might as well loot it, right? Sure. Why not? Okay, so we've got some gear. I don't think it's worth just throwing the gear onto the Grenadier. Hoping to identify freeze grenades, that seems bad. Was there anywhere to sit down? I don't think so. I don't have a chair. Oh yeah, here. I can go sit on these pillows. Cool. Just gives me a little buff to my ability to examine. Magnetized boots. Did I ever end up buying boots? I didn't. I debated it. Now I've got magnetized boots, which is pretty good. Less move speed, but some more saves against things. So that's worth having. There's rubber gum injector. I think we'll take that studded leather armor, certainly. 2 more AV. Okay. So DV's at 5, AV is now at 8, which is a huge increase over what we started with just recently. We still don't have any batteries to power our advanced toolkit, which I'm definitely on the lookout for. We have 7 mutation points, which go straight into space-time vortex. We want to get this up to level 11. So we put 9 points into it, and then we get 1 from our ego, and that's level 11, and that gives us a 50-round cooldown at baseline. So that's the idea there. Precog, I think I just want it to be online. I don't think we need high levels of it. Force bubble, we do want high levels of it. So certainly in the early game, that would be good to get. So let's do that. And then later we can choose what we want. So I've got 25 rounds right now. I think it's a bigger deal to get space-time vortex coming down. So we'll save it. We're at 10 rounds for phasing, which is fantastic. And we've got 450 points. So we definitely want scavenger disassemble. So that's 200. But I think more importantly, but no, scavenger is very important, so we're getting that. We can maybe hold off on disassemble a little longer, but we're going to get flower fields, canyons, and salt dunes. So that opens up our whole early game selection of areas. Now, Carbide Chef would be good. Butchery would be good. We have enough for both of those. Oh, meal prep. No, we don't. So meal prep is the first thing. Meal prep right now gets us some money from our cookable items. Quite a bit of money, actually. About 200 or so drams, 250. So that's an option. And then for 200, we can get fasting whey, which is quite good. But again, I'm still not feeling like we're having trouble with water. Block would be nice. I think we can learn block from somebody, though. I don't remember who. Okay, let's get disassemble. And then meal prep. And we'll go from there. So we'll go right up here. We pursue our fresh food. So we got 165 servings of spine fruit, which is pretty good. That's a good amount of money there. Okay. So space-time vortex. Okay, so it's telling me 210 rounds cooldown, and the cooldown reduced by 90 due to high willpower, and 30 on force bubble. So 25 rounds on, 70 rounds off. So willpower is doing something pretty significant, actually, already. 210 is what it says here. And here it says it should be 300. So that's quite a big deal. So I'm liking it, the willpower idea. Hopefully this keeps going well for us and in the right direction. What's next? Probably progressing the main storyline to get the Jopa recoiler, I think. Dawn Glider. Gotta be careful of the Dawn Glider. So many books here, though. Ooh, brown slime. Got him. There's a Dawn Glider. So I think it's time to bail. Got some books, though. That's all right. Baylaw's right over here by Gritgate, which is interesting. Turret. Force bubble and leave. Goodbye. Planished Godhead? Unplanished Godhead, rather. Something killed a Ray cat. Should I be scared? Would you leave me alone, please? Okay, I think we bail. There's a lot of really dangerous stuff here. Love Injector. Sometimes you find some good stuff in Baylaw laying on the tables. Looks like Love Injector was our best item. Don't need Force Bracelet, though I could still get it. Just have double Force Bubble thing going on. I'm not against that idea. Let's see what we have. There's 58 drams. I've got 81 on me, so I'd have to trade books. Oh, no, I don't. Spine fruit jam makes it happen. Uh, nah. I don't know. Is that foolish? I can always come get it later. Okay, we have that quest now, and we're not going to do it at the time being because I'm not feeling strong enough, to be honest. So we want to do the Rust Wells quest, is what we want to do. At the very least, we're going to dive all three of these wells. This is a slime one. And there's a bear. Okay, back to the surface. Let's cook with fine wafer. Fix my thirst. 69 feet of wire. Nice. Not enough, though. There's some. And a copper nugget. Hey, there's a 50 strand. Sometimes you find large strands down here in the center as well. Ooh, hello. Um, I'll just do precog and then phase. Seems good. Now, any more strands? None that are obvious. Okay, next place. Baboons. Throwing stones at me. Chasing me down the hills. Now slimes. No dice finding. Oh, yeah, there is some. See? See? There we go. Did it. Nice. Good thing I double checked that. Whoa, what is shooting at me? Something is shooting a lot. I don't think I need to find out, to be honest with you. I'll just leave. Cool. Did it. Easy. Legendary scribe advertisement? Don't mind if I do. This might be a battery as well. So I should identify those before I go about trading. Yeah, okay. I'll come back to that. What'd we get? Stun rod with no cell in it. That's a bummer. Dart gun. Okay. Freezing longsword with no cell in it. Bit of a bummer. Here's your wire. And we get the recoiler. Handy nuke. Hello. Having a difficult time finding any batteries this run. This is going to be one, though. I just know it. I don't think we need that dart gun. There's a world where we shoot love injectors at something, but I think not. Sleep gas grenade. Okay, not the worst thing I could find. Mark the scribe. There we go. All the way over there, but we'll eventually get to it. That's fine. Okay. So the recoiler, at the very least, came with a cell. And it's going to be a good one. A very low chem cell. It almost couldn't be worse. Oh, okay. So I guess the next thing we want is Tinker 1, probably, realistically. So next level up, which we're almost there. In fact, why don't we just run real quick while I'm thinking about it? Up to 6-day stilt. Ooh, that was worth 900 XP. Come on, space-time vortex. No, this isn't worth it. There's a Beetle. Solar cells, 4 of them. That's doable. Ooh, a bunch of odd trinkets. I need to disassemble my stuff. Hmm. Okay, I can still see him through the wall. Surely. No? Okay. Just bail. Another one. Let's try to hit him. I don't know what the trick is with positioning these. We'll get ready to bail. Hopefully he disappears. Nope. Okay. Let's try again. We'll just avoid him this time. Okay. Maybe not. Where was I going? Oh, I was trying to go up to the 6-day stilt. And I end up running back and forth in the same little area here. It looks like there's some things here for me. What's this? Iron buckler? Did I just pick up a steel buckler? No. Throw that on the ground. Do I want to disassemble these? Probably. They aren't worth all that much. Go grab that canteen. Few valuable books in there. 1 attribute point, mutation points. So more into space-time vortex. I'm not able to do that yet. Okay. So I've got 19 int now. We're going into willpower here. And we're getting tinkering 1. So I guess Wooly's my best bet. Actually, this is pretty good for me. I can't use the thermal grenade for anything. Slender is mildly useful. But yeah, I could. Can I not modify this? Oh, I didn't learn it. See, so what does it take to actually mod this? A 1 and a 2, which I have. So I'm not going to do it just yet, but that's useful. Let's identify these. Salt mill, bubble level, bunch of junk. Box of crayons, which we're not going to use. None of those are any good. Oh, this chem cell I should have put in the advanced toolkit earlier, but we'll do that. Yeah, we'll recharge it. We're going to be using that. It's a very important item. I guess actually we'll go over here. We'll check the schematics drafter first. And the chefs. Looking for bananas still. There's a banana. Just one. That's okay. Give him the compound bow. Oh yeah. Totally good enough. And then let's see what's on this screen. We're going to go back here to the grenadier. Oh, we'll go over here and cook first. Oh, I need carbide chef first, don't I? For the sun-dried banana skill that I want, which is whenever you drink water, it identifies everything on screen. Okay, so I need another level up for that. Banana rancher? I could have just gone to him to get bananas, couldn't I have? Where'd he go? EMP grenade. I do want EMPs. I don't need Mark IIIs though. Because those take 2 bits, and that's a little too expensive. I actually don't want that. Where'd that banana rancher go? Here he is. Oh, come on. Give me your bananas. All of them, please. Here, you can have some various junk out of my pockets. Enjoy. That seems like a fair trade, doesn't it? Salt mill. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy. Okay, so I'm about to level up again. And we'll get carbide chef when I do. And then we're going to be off to the races in terms of figuring out our build, getting all the tinkering items that we need, and so on. So just got to get a few more levels. So before the break I just took, I was thinking we wanted to level up and get carbide chef, which we could, but we could also just run Golgotha. And beating that quest before level 12 gives us the hologram bracelet, which I thought could be very good on this character. I think we have basically everything we need to do it. Um, I mean, we certainly have everything we need, and then we've got the sleep gas grenade to knock down the big slug. That's the only worry we have. But if we can connect with our space-time vortex, then it's going to be very cruisy. If we can't, it might get a little sketchy. But I think that's what we're going to do, is head that direction. Bunch of dogs attacking a slime here. Or the dogs attacking me? They are. Oh, it's a cult. Right. So go ahead and fly, and we'll just take off. Immediately noticing another set of ruins where there's a number of enemies here. Yeah, we don't need it that bad. Hey, Golgotha. I can't move. Still can't move? Okay. Let's see. We can probably get the trigger for when we take damage, we heal. Nope. At least max HP. That's fine. So we're just going to phase through here. And then we're going to hit precognition and fly downstairs after we get phase back online, of course. And then I don't have the recoiler for Great Gate, so we just have to go to Joppa. Go ahead and remove this because I might be in a hurry to recoil out. Okay, so we'll go precog, fly, down we go. Wow, look at that. Is that the fastest droid ever? Poison dude there. I'm just going to phase through this wall. No. I was hoping to pick up some trash, but... Ha, got him. Is this foolish? Kind of. I don't need to do this. I don't need that trash this bad. Look at that space-time vortex, ready to come get me. Is this going to work now that it ate my... Yeah, it's not. Shoot. Okay, that's all right. We can go through this way. And we'll just take the elevator up. Easy. I am oozing currently, so we'll wash myself off. Got it. And now we'll recoil. Actually, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I could have just flown away. Oh well. We'll check the vendors. Let's see. Nothing really. This isn't a bad shield. Actually, it's quite good. For 119. Let's see. What do I have to sell? Spine fruit jam, probably. That'll be enough. Cool, so that can go in my offhand. Psychodyne Helmet, I forget what that does. I can't craft it with Tinker 3 anyway. Doesn't it give me int or ego or something? I'm not sure. Okay, don't really need any of that stuff. Up to Grit Gate. Now, of course, diving to Grit Gate is a bit annoying. Ooh, a crit? There's a lot of enemies here. What is fly? Knocked prone? Come on. Fly. Space-time vortex? How did that miss both of them? It spawned here and went in between. Ridiculous. Ooh. Slug snout. Get him, Waydroids. Just using fly periodically to kind of dodge around these guys. Um, I don't know. I mean, the stairs could be over here somewhere for all I know. So I guess I'll just fly again. Trade spots with the robot. Oh, this is a bummer. Okay, we'll phase. And just wait in this room till all my stuff's back online. Something hitting the wall? What's going on? Yeah, so it's going to be on the outside probably. So I guess we'll just phase back through. Pretty handy, that phase ability. So is fly, of course. There we go, got one of them in the vortex. Ooh, that kind of hurts. Um, just phase again and sprint. Where are these stairs? What in the world? How does it have a force field on it? Why is this Waydroid hostile? Why don't I have the thing that makes them passive? How did this happen? How did it come to this? We'll fly, retreat, go back to Joppa, pick that thing up. How annoying is that? Yeah, why didn't he give me the droid pacifying item? Oh. Droid scrambler. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Now we're doing it correctly. There we go. Should have noticed that immediately because I didn't get the quest reward. There are no stairways leading down. So it's in one of these rooms, apparently. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? So we'll just go phase sprint. Oh, wow. Look at the loot. Okay. Might as well get all that trash. And then we're going to wait while everything recharges anyway. So go ahead and identify these. Carbide dagger, freezing. No. Oh, nice. Freeze grenade. That's what we wanted. Freeze grenade Mark 1. So we will learn how to make these and we will spam them. Okay. So now I need to phase over here, I guess, is where we're going. Yes. So just get that back online. Head down. This might be a little tricky. I'm also hungry. I should have ate something. So I'm going to spawn this down here. And then head back in. Oh, shoot. Of course. Phase through the wall. Slug snout. Precog. And force bubble, I guess. Okay, I'm not going to redo it because I'm around friends now. And I can kind of hide around this corner maybe. Get everything back online. That worked well. I can't level this up anymore, right? Yeah, not yet. Can I eat something maybe? What do we want to do? Something with fear maybe would be good. A fear trigger of some kind? No. Shoot. Salty oil, that's no good. Regular oil, that can be useful for a water ritual. Looks like a lot of stuff has died. There's my downstairs. I'll run this way towards my friends. Will they come with me? Maybe. Get him, friend. Oh, now they're going to fight. Well, I guess I might as well take advantage of the situation. Down we go. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. Precog is not online. What do I do? I'd like to hope that he gets caught in that, but I also don't want to gamble. He's following me. Can I fly in here? I can. Okay. Back to the world map, take a couple steps, come back down. Yeah, get him, Waydroid. I'd like to find my way through here without phasing. So I guess I'll use my space-time vortex. Not there. Come on, man. Don't follow me. There we go. Cut through that wall. Do it again. There we go. Okay, it's back online. Let's see what happens. He sunders my mind immediately. Go back up. Start retreating. Cast space-time vortex behind him. Did he go? I think he went. It went right where he was standing, so surely that did it. Nice. Let's try this recipe again. Whenever you take damage, there's a chance to intimidate creatures around you. That's pretty good. Should have done that after waiting to get space-time back online. Oh, there's another one? God, this is a terrible floor. Sprint. Space-time, like right there-ish. Going up. Wow, that hurt. Holy cow. Let's see if I can push him back with Force Bubble. Yep. Now let's see. I'm going to go precog, step down, and find that everybody's dead. Well, that's one way to do it. Where am I? Strata 2. Sprint. No. What are these guys covered in oil? Yeah. I'll take that face mask. Sure. I think it gives me fire resist and rep. Yeah, sweet. Okay, we'll just wait a bit. Is that oil? Nice. Okay, everything's online again. I wish they wouldn't fight. They're friends. There's my downstairs, though. Completely whiffed with that space-time vortex. Probably need to very soon start relying on freeze grenades to get around. Wow, he got splatted. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, good enough. Wow, another terrible entrance here. Tell you what I think I should do, though, is just make a sprint for it. So I'm going to precog, and then I'm going to phase first, sprint, and watch them all kill each other. Turn that in, then we'll just run inside. I have completed the quest. Right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, got there. Nice. Eat the porridge. See what we can pick up here. Salve and rubber gum. Some unidentified ones. Hey, Mafio, what do you got for me? A 6-bit. That's pretty cool. Odd trinket. This one is the recoiler, right? Surely. I'll give you the acid grenades and the thermal grenades. We don't need those. Some of this stuff. The way droid. That'll do. There's a historic site. Bears? Why don't you kill these things? This is the sightless eye dude, right? Killed on the spot. But apparently, these ticks are not hostile to anything in there. That's awkward. There, that one died. So I am hoping, let's try it. I'm going to let him hit me. And then I'm going to phase out and run away. And hopefully those turrets kill him. No. Why are they not hostile to it? Even still. Okay. Where is he? I'll just get him out here and I'll shut the door. I can't close that? Not while I'm phased off. Phased out. There. Sweet. He can't open the door. It'll be fine. And I can't open that door. Okay. So let's see what Jacobo has. No, I can't use any of that. And Spara Fusile, or however you say his name. Not really, no. So I guess I want Mafio's 6-bit more than anything. I'm not sure what I'm going to use that for, but I bet I can find a use. He's also got all this stuff. Ooh, that has a battery in it. Okay, I've got a bunch of stuff to ID too, so I'll come back to this. Let's go turn in our quest, get our hollow bracelet. Oh, fool. I traded away the droid. 71 to buy it back. Ouch. Okay, let me identify these things. I think you broke it. Great. Can't repair it, so I'll get somebody else to do that. Hulk honey, I can sell that. I don't need it. Dermal insulation, trauma plate. We'll pull that out. Fidget cell, not a fan. So we'll say repair for 5, ID for 7, sure. That's my Grit Gate recoiler. Okay, cool. Which has no cell in it. So does a fidget cell, I'm not even sure if fidget cell is enough to power that, actually. Yeah, I don't need those 2 bits nearly as much in this run. Okay, 261. So we'll get both of these. And my dormant Waydroid, which is 261. So maybe we won't actually get these. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that. Hopefully it can still be turned in. Yes. Carbine's probably worth more money, so we'll take that. Hologram bracelet, very nice. Disliked by dogs, what's your deal? Disliked by mechanists? Okay, guess I won't do the water ritual. Where's Q Girl? Nowhere to be found. There she is. What do you have? Those things. Get the quest. Let's look at your stuff here. Hated by succulents, Craig's Match, admired by merchants guild. So this is a good one. Poison gas grenades, not going to use it, but I'll take it. Okay. So can we level this up now? Yes. 250 is the base now. 99 points. It couldn't just be a nice round number, could it? We're 1 off of Carbide Chef. How annoying is that? Pretty close on the experience though. Okay, we'll take the buckler off. We have a better shield now. Put on the hologram bracelet. Do we get force bubble as well? It's only going up by 3 at this point. maybe we save it just for Vortex and trying to find other mutations. Something like Teleport or Clairvoyance might be nice, something like that. Yeah, definitely want Carbide Chef still. Okay, so there's Golgotha. What's next? Probably what I'm looking for is the tunnel borer for Bethesda Souza. I think, but we could make our way over to Yurt Friedhold and Ezra, and so that we have more tinkerers to buy from. I think that's probably the answer. If we get to Ezra as well, we can go ahead and use the banana recipe there rather than using our bananas to learn freeze grenade. And we have some A bits, so we can start making freeze grenades. Seems good. Okay, I think we'll do that. We have all the wilderness lore we need to do that. So here we go. Jacked. Normally this would be a high priority for me. I don't think we need it this run. We could get reinforced. This is quite good. Just to throw on all your armors. Maybe we will. There's a random 4-bit, more A bits. All that's worthwhile. 110 is what that's worth. I'm not stoked about that. Get rid of Hulk Honey, get rid of... We have a bunch of copper nuggets here as well. But that's basically a one-to-one trade, so we'll just do that. I just noticed as I was looking through here, the toolkit doesn't have a cell in it. So we'll put a fidget cell in there at least. Learn reinforced. And I mean, yeah, probably. What else could we put reinforced on? Can't do it here, but Wooly for a 4-bit. Let's just go to tinkering and we'll do hang on, just reset that. Okay, reinforced and Wooly. There we are. So I can put reinforced only on the armor and the mechanical wings, which is weird. For a couple 2-bits, which we do have. I won't after I do this. And then I could put Wooly on. The quilted shawl makes a lot of sense, since I'll be wearing that into Bethesda Souza. But you can put it on some of this other stuff too. Let's get the reinforced first. Should I go try to find a better armor than this, though, before I do that? Maybe. I like 4AV optimally. That said, it's the same as a... oh no, chainmail's a bit better because it has only -1 DV, but we're already at -4, so that's not going to make a big difference. Let's just carefully go to Ezra and Yurt Friedhold and see if there's something better there, and then we'll make that decision. Make a pit stop here. There's a decent vendor right here as well. Ural. Can't tell what these things are, of course. If I had my banana recipe, I could. Disliked by trolls and the Ishkari tribe. Legendary shoemaker? Maybe I'll take that. Do I want to give up the 4-bit? Yeah, probably. I can buy a 4-bit for cheaper than that, surely. Strange furniture. What else? Copper nuggets. Who else is here? This is the only guy I can talk with, I think. Hated by a few things that don't matter, so we'll do water ritual here. Favored by pariahs. Ooh, intimidate could be good. Could be very good. So we're going to learn that. We'll just move these up a little bit. And might as well eat something while we're here. Quickness. Cool. Off we go. Nope. Sure. Freeze frog. Nope. Historic site. Cool. So that one's out of bounds. This one is doable. That one's doable. That one's doable. So 3 out of 5 are doable. Do we want to? I don't know. Like, they're going to give us items I don't know, we could use, like, as long as they're not weapons, I guess is what it comes down to, or offensive mutations. But boy, that'll be a crawl trying to get through a historic site. Whoops. Disliked by birds? What a jerk. Snake oiler is within reach. So I'll pick that up. Very nice. Better prices. Sure. Okay. How about you? Disliked by dromad merchants. Um, well, I certainly don't want to make them unhappy. 0? That's fine. I can use some of that. Trees are now indifferent. That's always good. Merchants don't care. Sure, we'll name our hat Mayor Haddis's Hood. Okay. We'll eat that, get psychometry for a minute, and I need to read this as well. Go ahead and learn freeze grenade and sleep gas. Why not? I don't know why I'd use sleep when I have freeze, but there you go. Learn all of these. Probably won't use them. What else we got? Is that it? I think that's it. So The scribe, I haven't gone to him yet. And oh, that's right by the town I was at. Kiyuka, or however you say it. Okay, let's talk to the warden. Admired. Very nice. We have an oil. And see what Six Shrew has. Bunch of stuff I can't identify. Weapons, no armors. What's your deal? Disliked by the Tree of Life. Probably not making it there this game. Acid grenade. Okay. She could teach me repair, but it's not worth negative reputation when I can instead get these secrets, which are worth XP. Thermoelectric cells. Eh, probably not. Oh, what do you have to trade? That was the other thing. Again, stuff I can't see. So I really need to get that recipe online. Freeze grenades are double A, so we'll make a couple of those. And we'll at least have that online. From here, we'll go down to your Freedhold and find a way to get a level. At the very least, I can go back to 6 Day Stilt and trade in my secrets. Cool, made it. No problems. All right, see what the warden has for me. Yeah, that's all fine. Do the water ritual there. Now favored by wardens, so that's good. Ooh, he can teach me shield. That's probably worth learning. I don't need the reputation for quite a while. And I have 3 that are above 250, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna learn that. Oh, let's go down here first. Actually, we'll go to the hospital and we'll go to the kitchen right over here. Get the free stuff before we go try to buy anything. What we got? Sphinx salt. You are puzzled by the milky tube. Okay. Skull conjector. Electrode deposits. Worth something. What does Sphinx salt do on a mutant? I don't remember. Immune to confusion, cooldown on mental mutations. So this is much worse. But I already have precognition, of course. Much worse than on a Trukin, though. Nice. 3 gemstones that are smooth. It's very good. He's got an 8-bit here. Odd trinket in the toolkit. Flamethrower. Too bad I'm not using that this turn. Why are these so expensive? One of these is the recoiler. And I very badly need to know which one it is. It must have a really good battery in it. This is my only explanation for that. So somehow or another, I've got to figure out which one it is. Boy, this one has a lot too. Crystal Aegis, that'd be nice. Actually, it's only 500. That's totally doable. But I got to get the recoiler first. That has to be the priority. Or is it this guy that has a recoiler? No, this can't be it, right? I'm going to buy it anyway, because it could be. Spray bottle. Shoot. What's the game plan here? I could just gamble, I guess, and try to get. Choose ingredients to cook with. Cook with a banana and cook with a vine wafer sheaf and see if I get the recipe. I did not. Yeah, I don't like gambling like that. It's not the one I need. And I don't want to just buy blindly when these are all the same price. No, actually, it's got to be this one, right? It can't be either of these two. Yeah, we're gonna roll the dice. Recoiler with a cool battery. Yes. What kind of battery did we get? Biodynamic cell. Well, that's interesting. Can I tell it to auto collect from my inventory? I can. Okay, it's got two. Let's see if it collects anything over time. That's pretty valuable. We're still very low on batteries. Okay, so now we're going to go back to 6 day stilt and level up. And then we're going to solve this problem of not being able to identify inventories. Ooh, programmable recoiler. I want that. Can I get it? Let's find out. This is worth a lot. Lava. I don't need lava. Salve injectors by 4, so I don't need witchwood bark anymore. What else? I'm only a little bit off, actually. That's not worth anything. These are worth something. Still carrying those around from the first time I went to the 6 day stilt. Yeah, about that many. Still have 50 some left. Awesome. Yeah, so this is Tinker 2, but I've got it now. Yeah, I'm actually a little ways off of getting that online, aren't I? Further than I was thinking when I bought it, but it's still good to have it. Just pick up the free XP there. Wow. There's books here, but there's riflers all around me, so we got more stuff I can't ID. Let's just cook with this so we don't drink too much water. Two more secrets, 5,000 XP. Pretty good. Almost to level 12 now. I can't upgrade it again because it's up due to high ego, I guess. Next level, I get points and everything, I think. All my stats. Okay, Carbide Chef. And what? Butchery? Or maybe we just wait and go fasting way. I could see doing that. Yeah, let's just wait. I don't have any books to trade in either, do I? Okay. So the Grenadier is on this map. So we'll go. Oh, I'm not inspired. I have the thing, but I'm not inspired. So now I've got to go get inspired. That's annoying. Actually, I've got my freeze grenade, so I don't need the grenadier anymore, I don't think. Come to think of it. I also said I was going to tinker the plus AV onto my armor if I didn't find anything in Yurd Freehold, and I did not. So I could do that. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted a Hatter. Nice. That's XP. That might give me a level. It's quite a bit of XP at this point. Every new secret. Let's see. And nothing we want there. Okay. 4,000 more XP. Nice. One to each attribute. 86 points. And I'm inspired. So space-time vortex went up to 7, so I can't upgrade it anymore from there. 20 int, 24 willpower. Really good. Plus 2 modifier and ego. Oh, which is why space-time went up again. Okay, so we're getting fasting way, right? Yes. Meditate and fasting way. So this went up 2, so 28. Let's have a look with the higher willpower now. What my cooldowns are. 120 rounds. Still quite a long time. That's long, 300. And force bubble is here. So 28 on, 60 off. So I can get one more level in force bubble. What is my glimmer at? It's at 16. So it's going to be quite a while until we hit 20. If I could have force bubble on basically all the time, obviously that's good. Really works well for the pacifist idea. So yeah, might as well keep it maxed out, right? I'm not feeling the need, though I guess the next level I could have a look and see what mutations are offered and then re-roll them if need be at some point. So, okay, we're level 12. Let's do the tinkering. So we're going to give AV to my armor. And I could give AV to the wings actually as well. No, I can't. Just kidding. I could give Wooly to something. Wooly to that armor? Nope. No. Only the hood. We're going to hold off on that. But okay, up to 9 AV. Plus we have the shield online and we have a good shield. Okay, so I might take a break here and I'll think about what to do next. But getting some levels, getting some money, getting some more gear, that's kind of what I'm looking at now. And of course, checking our tinkerers periodically. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, before I log off and forget, we're going to go back to your Freehold. Insert cell. Does this have enough to use? Yes. How much did that take? 1 dram? No, not even. Okay, so we'll go in here and cook and we'll try to get this banana recipe going. See if we get it. Drink fresh water. Chance to identify all artifacts on local map. That's what we're looking for. Very good. So let's go down here, see what we got. This should identify this guy over here because he's on the same map, I think. So drink. Drink. I'm moderately sure I can't get sick from drinking water given that I'm amphibious. I'm soaked. Wow. Come on, anytime now. What is the drink hotkey? K. Got it. Wow. Okay, so I identified like all the mechanisms and stuff laying around too. So not particularly useful to just look through the chat. Let's just go look at the vendors. 3D cobblers with cleats. Boy, I wish I could get these. These could be very useful for the Gritgate quest later on. There's no way. Simply cannot afford it, and it's not even close. Which is too bad because those are quite rare to find. Actually, let's just phase through this wall. Oh, I didn't identify the trinket. That's weird. Seems like it shoulda. Identified everything else in his inventory. Okay, well, we have this buff online. Let's go over to... Are you kidding me? I didn't buy the recoiler for Ezra? I guess we'll go to Great Gate and use it. They will have restocked by now. Got it. First try. So, all kinds of stuff. Oh, why is he in here? Who opened that door? That at least works for now. Eventually, I'm going to have to lead him back down to the other map, I guess. Get rid of him. So our goal for this section is going to be to get some more levels. We're at level 12 right now. I need to get space-time vortex up to level 11 so that we have the maximum amount of cooldown. And we need to have a lot more freeze grenades. And actually, it would be nice as well to have force bubble all the way leveled up. So we're at 31 on, 60 off. Basically, we just got to keep leveling this up and getting more willpower to get those numbers equivalent. So we're going to be doing some wayfaring, basically. Let's see, do I have any other cells? I do not. Where else can I go? I'm just very low on batteries as well, which is kind of annoying. Here, we'll just recharge it. I only have 7 A bits, so I should probably be buying A bits as well because A's make freeze grenades. So that's worth keeping in mind. Nothing I need there. So we can buy 14 A bits here for 100 drams, 111 drams. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll just start stocking up on that sort of thing. And then we're going to fly and just look around. We do need to make our way up to Ezra as well to get that recoiler. And one of the things that we'll be doing in general is passing time and looking at our tinkerers, our tinker vendors, that is. Specifically looking for spiral borers and, well, I think that's the main one, right? I don't know actually if we need anything else. These boots I like, but oh yeah, we could certainly replace these. And for 233, I feel like we might be able to do that. I don't know. We don't have a lot of money actually. What is that? Almost nothing? 22? Wow. Okay, so we're poor. Um, which actually tells me the first thing I should be doing is finding some money. So that could be books, or we could go up to the asphalt mines and get some oil. Completely whiffed on that. Here's some books. It does seem that we can basically just ignore these guys with our 9 armor. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to phase through this wall. Oh, he came and found me. Okay. Intimidate did not work. How did he get in here? Oh. We'll just fly. See if there's anything else around here. Space-time vortex is up again. Cooldown isn't bad. There's a slime. That's a little more scary, I think, than the Naphtali. There's another bookshelf. Cool. We'll just fly away. Forests are not the optimal place to be looking around for loot. Half the places are those goat villages. Cat. Okay, we'll bail on that. Deserts can be easy though, so maybe we'll try that. Whoa, 4 dragons. Okay. I wanted to do a test. Let's do precognition and then force bubble and then space-time vortex. I don't see why this wouldn't work. Yeah, it's fine. Of course, I missed all of them. So they should be chasing me now, probably. Is it worth phasing in here? Probably. Ooh, hello. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything here, actually. There might be if I dug deeper, but I'm not going to worry about it. A lot of dangerous stuff there. Just got to keep an eye on our water as we travel around. And I think that the schematics drafter over here is less value to us, actually, given that we don't have Tinker 2. And the thing we're looking for does require Tinker 2. Oh, I could go get the sphere of negative weight. Don't really need it, though. Okay, moving on. Looking for more sites. There we go. Maybe we'll just dip our head down here. Sometimes there's bookshelves and things of interest. And sometimes there's no worms. What was this? Dromad Merchant? Let's just go check in. We need to eat again, too, of course. Carbide gauntlets. I mean, I would be pretty happy with carbide gauntlets. I just trade in my books, I guess. Let's see. Don't need those. Don't really need these either. See if I can keep some of my books. Yeah, that'll work. That's only one more AV, but I'll take it. More ruins. Ooh, lots of trash. That was a Respeth secret. Lots of books as well. Nice. That was a good one. I'll just pop in here. Got to eat again, so I can trade this secret in. That one was worth 5,000 experience and another level. Oh, I was inspired. Okay, well, now I have that recipe, I guess. Whatever. Not a huge loss. Can't advance this yet because they're boosted due to my high ego. Which, what does that mean? What does that tell me? I need to get like 4 more level ups then. So I need to be level 17. And I really just want to be level 17 before we get to the next Great Gate quest. So that's what our timing looks like. Let's see. I could get Butchery. Shake It Off is a really good defensive option too, though. I think I'm doing that. Okay, how many books do we have? A decent number. Let's see what that was worth. 3,400, about a third of a level, call it. I did sell some books too. Not many, though. Chain boots, that's +1 AV, I think, over what I'm wearing. Yes, we do lose the magnetized feature, but I think that's fine. I think the armor is really what we want here. What's this? Nothing of interest. This looks like a slimy forgotten ruin, so this could be dangerous. Got to keep our eyes open. Whoops, I bumped him. Weird artifact. A few more books. And this guy again. So we'll fly and we'll leave. Secluded domicile. Hey. Legendary chef. Worth 1,400 experience to find this? Ah, Ishkari Raider. Why? Go away. We'll send them away with my hologram. And then we're going to space time vortex basically on the hologram. There's one of them gone. There's the other one gone. Come on, space time, get him. Oh yeah, okay. I led my hologram off the map, and they followed it. Beautiful. So now I'll just turn it off. Engraved short bow. Nothing of interest. A little bit of money there, definitely. From all the cooked goods. There's an extra 1,400 experience. More cooked goods. Yonder cane is worth like 45. I am overweight. Okay, what can we do about that? This is 15 pounds right here. Jackhammer. So we could disassemble that for the bits, certainly. What do we have that's so heavy? Torches, these are basically worthless. Bronze items are worthless. Disassemble these. Okay, that's good. Wow. I have so much stuff. Asphalt? I don't need a whole bunch of asphalt. That's not worth anything either. Let's come up here and talk to our friend. Merchant's Guild, admired and hated by crabs. So, okay. We got 3 different recipes. Reputation with fungi and slime glands level 1. Interesting. Do the water ritual. Now I'm favored by highly entropic beings. That's kind of fun. I can share the secret of my uh, recipes that I've created. Now I'm favored with the Merchant's Guild. That said, I probably want to get secrets back from him because that's going to be the location of other merchants. Dromad merchant, Dromad merchant. I was hoping for something better. I don't know if something's better is even possible, to be honest with you, but I was going to try anyway. Yeah, he doesn't have anything good for me. We'll mark those 2 new Dromad merchants. They're in relevant locations. That's nice. I could check on the scribe. No, I can't. He's all the way over there. Okay. What else do we have here? I saw I picked up a bunch of salt, so we can drop that on the ground. Getting lots of water skins, if nothing else. Cloning draft. Nice. There's a big pickup. Okay. Well, in that case, I should at least sell my stuff off. So let me see. Let's actually go to Gritgate. Oh, let's go to Yurd. The battery's currently in there. So I'll come over here and do this. He's got a 6-bit, 5-bit, 2 of each actually. I guess those are pretty cheap. I could do my sun-dried tomatoes recipe. Not sun-dried, sun-dried bananas rather. And identify this stuff. Maybe I'll do that. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Cook from a recipe. This one. We're actually quite low on water. So I've got to at least sell some junk. Anytime now. There we go. Plasma grenades, resonance grenades, stasis entangler. Yeah, so none of that was relevant. I'll just pull that cell out. and throw it in the grit gate one. And then we'll drink more water. Pump shotgun was the only thing I identified? Wow. Chapter unspecified. Annals of Cud. I can't talk. Only for 300. This is the kind of thing you want to use metamorphic polygel on. Now, do I actually need reputation with anything? I could get robots and make certain parts of the game easier. But the hardest part of the game, this isn't useful for. So I think I'm going to save my money. Usually I would buy that in most playthroughs. It's like easily one of the best items in the game. Okay. Well, we can sell them some junk to reduce our weight at the very least. Salt, algae, all this stuff. That'll give us some water too, which we need. I'm going to disassemble those probably for that price. Okay. I didn't actually lose much weight there. So now let's go back to Joppa. Oops, not that one. This one already has a battery. Wish I had Ezra online. I should make my way up there. Yeah, so at the very least, we'll pick up some A bits. Um, what could that be? For 31? I might just check it out. I'll probably use the bits off of this too. Maybe not. Defoliant grenade. Well, probably not interested in that. It does have an A bit in it. So we'll go ahead and disassemble those boots and we'll disassemble defoliant grenade. And then we're going to make our way over to Ezra. Pop our head in this historic site real quick. Oh no, this is a workshop, which is worth some XP. Madpole, you say? Force bubble. Don't need to be getting dismembered right now. Where is that downstairs? Thermocask with a chem cell in it. Hello. Well, there's my resistances settled. And it's the same armor as this. So that's a gimme. So I don't even need to power it. So I'm going to actually remove that cell. We'll save it for something else. And then if I mod it, I can mod it with reinforced, right? With that 6-bit that I picked up. And I get 1 extra AV out of this. Nice. So now we're at 12 AV, which is just great. Plus 25 cold and 35 heat resistance. This is really good. What a find. Now, I hate that there are mad pulls here, and there are several even. Another weird artifact. That has a Kim cell in it. Fresh one, so I'll take that. And there's the downstairs over here. That's a level up. Floating glow sphere. And the shoemaker, who is disliked by flowers, Gersh, and hated by robots. Well, they already hate us. Engraved weird artifact for 200 rep. This is a shoemaker, and that's an engraved artifact shoe. How can I turn that down? Otherwise, I think that we have 2 AV shoes on, right? And so these 3 AVs are fine. But this is probably hover boots, right? What do we think? Spring-loaded plastifer sneakers. That was not what I was hoping for. What are we wearing? Just regular old chain boots. So these give us resists, bonus move speed. I think what they are is they're vendor trash worth some money. Fullerite boots. Lacquered fullerite boots, actually. Repelling liquids. As eventually, I'm going to want to walk through lava probably in Tomb of the Eaters, and this could be very good. Plus the extra AV. This one has cleats, which isn't bad. Congealed salve. Interesting. All kinds of stuff here that I'm not going to use. The floating glow sphere is also vendor trash, I guess, because we already have one glow sphere and we don't need the floating. We don't need the extra slot because we're not carrying anything special in our hands. Yeah, so that's worth 500. I traded 211 rep for 530 drams, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. If I just sell it back to him now, I'm going to be overweight, though. Which is just a little awkward. Let's see. I don't need these things. Sure. Yep, that's enough. Cool. Good. Good enough. So, lacquered fullerite boots. Nice. 13 AV. Is that a rocket launcher, probably? Okay, we're just going to move on. Get up to Ezra. That's the main goal here. Sure, we'll poke our head in. Carbide battle axe. Whoa. Strange tubes worth 40 pounds. It's a chain gun, which we will immediately disassemble for the 4-bit. Nice. Okay, we're going to leave here because he's going to throw bombs at us, and I am not interested in that. Quickly cook up a meal. What was that? A leech. Not particularly scary. Just fly over him. Boar. Nope. We want to stay away from rivers if we can. All right, this time we're going to cook from a recipe, and we're going to do this one. And we're not going to leave here without a recoiler, like we did the first time. Rolling 25% probabilities over and over and over. There we go. Now we've got crysteel items. So the coronet's a 3 minus 1. I guess that's all I want, potentially. What's my helmet? Yeah, it's a 2 minus 3. Bunch of nothing. So I'll replace that. Visage, which I can't create. There's the Ezra recoiler. So I have my chain boots. We don't need quilted shawl anymore. We've got our resistances sorted. Give you this junk. Okay. Then we'll come back here. And we're going to buy that helm for 600. We just trade our boots in, basically, our old helmet. And then I'm going to get rid of the sleep grenade. What else we got? No reason to carry around this lava, I don't think. Maybe one love injector. I could see us using one of those to move a vendor around, potentially. Droid scrambler we don't need anymore. Could use those bits, though. I think I'll save it for the bits. What's this look like? I have to pony up 15 drams. That's fine. Okay, let's see if we can tinker. We can, just woolly. What else can we tinker up? Again, we could still reinforce our wings. I don't have the bits for it. Otherwise, just woolly. But we're now up to 14 DV. I mean AV, rather. Okay, I just had to step away there for a minute. But as I was saying, AV 14, I think that most basic enemies are just going to bounce off of us, probably. I don't see there being anything Oh, we can level this up again. I don't see there being anything that really threatens us too much in the basic game. You don't want to get surrounded and stuff like that. You don't want to get hit with the trolls in Bethesda Souza. That would be bad. But otherwise, confidence is high, I guess I'd say. We're going to pick up lay mine / set bomb because I think we're going to use freeze mines later on. We can start going into these as well. Shake off confusion, terrified, and sprint for an additional 10 turns. I don't know. None of those seem that great, actually. So I was going to disassemble this. Okay, and then I guess we're just going to bounce around a little bit. I'm still metabolizing my recipe if I need it. I don't, but there are A bits here, so I might pick those up. Don't have a lot of stuff to sell, actually. So we're kind of in the position of needing money. We did just buy a bunch of really good stuff, solid upgrades. Ooh, there's a 2-bit. I want to buy that almost at any cost. We can probably just trade a Kim cell for it now that we have a few. Yeah, we'll give another love injector as well. Okay, so we found a couple more Dromad merchants as well. Are these them? I'm not sure. This is the old one. So this must be the new one here. No, nothing of interest. Oh, was I inspired there? And I just reuse that again? So now I have 2 recipes like that? Oops. There's step sowers. Tinker 2. What are the chances I get Tinker 2 realistically? I'm at 20 int and level 14. So at level 15, we're going to get 1 skill point. And then level 18, we get 1 in each. That puts me up at 21. And then I'd have to be level 21 to get another skill point in int. So it's actually quite unlikely. I expect to be basically finishing the game around level 23, probably 24, maybe. Oh no, a little early on this one because one, we don't need experience as much. Like I said, I think when I get to level like 17 or so, then I'm going to be happy with my skills. Maybe a little higher, but. And I think we just want willpower probably. Now let me think about my mutation points here because when I level up again, I'll be 15, I'll have 4 points. So I put one in each of these, they're at 9. I level up again, so that takes me down to 2 points. I level up again, I go to 3 points, and then I take them to 10, and now I'm at 1 point. So I get to level 17, I have 2 points, and I take them all the way up. Yeah, so it's perfect. I can't spend any points on anything else right now, but that's just enough to get these maxed out by level 17, if I did my math right. And then at level 18, we'll be at 26 willpower if we just put all the points in there, which I think is good. And then we're going to be happy. I think that we can finish the game at that point, probably. The only thing we really want then is the spiral borer. We'll just make a bunch of freeze grenades. What's that? 11, 12? So probably our best bet for finding the spiral borer might be Grit Gate. And then who is it? Jacobo? I think. He's got data disks. That's not what we want. What does Hortensia sell? Liquid Tinkerer. Flawless Shard Mail. Hello. Way too expensive, though. Okay, so it's probably worth doing the recipe again. Yeah, I have 2 Vine Wafer Sheaf recipes. That's unfortunate. That was a mistake. Sniper rifle, EMP grenade 2. I do need an EMP grenade, actually. Where was that? I don't know which bear that was. Because we need that. Oh, there's Spiral Borer, but it's a data disk. So that's no good. Shoot. Must have been Mafio. Yep. Okay, and it's that actual EMP grenade as well, which means we'll have to go learn the recipe in Ezra. Let's just get rid of a few of these. We don't need this many. No cell that fits. Okay. I sold 1 cell. I thought we had enough. We're 1 cell short. These guys haven't restocked, but that's okay. I'm here for this recipe. And that was enough to put me over the edge. So now I am being watched by Seekers of the Sightless Eye. I might as well sell this recipe here. Or I could use it for bits. That's a thing. Yep, so we've looked at all this stuff. Likewise. So we'll fly and we'll go to ruins. Just looking to find XP any way we can. Saving our books. Looking for secrets. There's a layer, a little bit of XP. Another layer. Legendary Dawn Glider. Bunch of freezing frogs and tortoises here. Not a fight we want to take. Wow, lots of layers. That one's worth 520 experience. Dawn Glider ruins, and they want to light me on fire. Got it. Can I? No, that's out of range. How about hologram bracelet? Does that work? Certainly does. What's this? Generator. Doesn't look like there's anything here anyway. I got a few books there worth something. This is definitely the slow part of the game now on a pacifist because we're essentially relying entirely on wayfaring to level up. Completely whiffed with that. What does phase go up this direction? Okay, we'll bail. Do have to say that staying alive on this character is quite easy. Whoa, what is that? What do we have here? A legendary Putus Templar robot dude. Should I be scared of that? I don't think so. Legendary bears also hate me. Hated by the Merchants Guild. Well, I can't kill him, so. Let's see. Need to adjust this a little bit. There. Force bubble. Is there anything useful here? Not really. Boy, there's a big fight going on here. Let's just leave. That's not what we want. We're at 40 drams of water right now. Hey, Mechamus Pilgrim Lair, 900 XP. Oh, why are there enemies in here? Lame. Yeah, they basically can't hurt me though. Where's my dude? Ooh, that guy hurt. Um, Intimidate? Hologram doesn't have enough charge. That was an oversight. Sprint. Whoa. Okay, precognition. And then the problem is that Force Bracelet doesn't get him away from me. But one of them is dead. So, I don't know, he exploded or something. I'm going to use one of my salve injectors. Then we'll sprint up here. Got a solar cell. Can I pop that in my bracelet? Here I could force bubble. Another cell. So precognition is still on. I'm just going to pop that on those guys. And kind of try to push them into it. That didn't work how I wanted it to, but that's okay. How awkward was that? There's more up here. Got him. Oh, got one of them. I didn't see the other guy. Again, there's a whole battle going on here. Let's just take hologram bracelet and run you away from me. Did that not work? He doesn't care about my hologram, apparently. Okay. Intimidate. There we go. Wish I had clairvoyance. Because somewhere I have a friend in here. And I don't know where he is. Unless this is him. Is he a corpse? Hologram bracelet, please. Go that way. That's a little awkward, isn't it? Phase. No dice. Well, I might have to bail on this. Or do I? Is it right here? No. Down more. Oh, it's a layer, right? It's not one strata deep. It's potentially multiple, which means there are enemies everywhere. Right, okay. I just got confused about what I was doing. Well, you see how relatively easy it is for us to get in and out of these locations. What's this guy, a troll? What are you doing here? Got him. Solar cell again. Nice. Flame pig all of a sudden. Oh, let's have a look at this. Something about colorful snowflake there. Okay, well, that was weird. Oh, you. What do you want? Go away. Whole bracelet is pretty good. Um, let's see. Do I just force bubble for a bit? Okay, and bail. No books to give after all that. The experience gain is going slowly. But I did pick up more batteries, which is good. So we can install them here and elsewhere. The reason I'm so set on finding the spiral borer is because it's going to make our life so much easier just skipping through Bethesda Souza. If we have to go through there with as a pacifist, boy, it's going to be tedious. So I'm just hoping that we can get it done. And of course, I've also handicapped myself by not being able to learn tinkering too. So I've actually got to find the thing itself, not just the recipe, which is an extra level of problem for us because we have tons of data desk people, data desk salespeople all over the place. But not nearly as many people that would actually sell the thing. Those weird artifacts surely aren't at that price. But we'll do the recipe anyway. I don't have bananas. There's a banana salesman here, right? Banana rancher. Just two for 25 drams. It's kind of steep, don't you think? Dithermo beam, arc winder, space inverter. Space inverter is kind of interesting. It can teleport me, trade places with enemies. Uh, I could. It was expensive though, wasn't it? I don't think I can afford it even. Where'd it go? Space inverter, 1,000. Yeah, not really. I know. Oh, cloning drought. Draft, rather. Uh, nah. Kind of saving that for when I really, really need to buy a thing. And at this point, I'm thinking it's a spiral borer. Surely these are cybernetics, right? Would they be under the artifact tab? Doesn't matter. I'll just drink and we'll identify them. You can see why I take the what's it called? Techno scanner on my on my Trukin runs because this is tedious. This is what we call tedious optimal. Am I still metabolizing? Yeah. Why is this taking so long? There we go. Wow. Night vision implants, explosive grenades. Not what we're looking for. Is there a vendor we could take to a better location? I don't think so. I mean, what vendor would it even be? I guess it'd be one of the bears, right? Or like, I could be checking Bela as well. I could do the Bela quest. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this and see where what the best way to do it would be. This is a Dromad caravan we haven't checked out. Whoa, hello. That's a bit awkward. And a gun? Okay. Not worth a Dromad caravan. Does this guy even restock? And he doesn't carry tech anyway. Yeah, so maybe we'll do the Baylock quest when I come back from a little break. We'll at least get some experience and some money. And we'll go from there. So that'll be it for part one. Hope you come back for part two, and I'll finish the game in that video. Until then, good luck out there.